Alright, fellas, let's play some Smite. Ah, damn, I'm actually early for once. Alright, guys, how's it going? Finally got a Sylvanus game, so this is actually like, I believe 20 minutes after Sylvanus' release, so it's quite difficult. I didn't realise how tough it was. Anyway, Sylvanus is a support role god. For all of you guys that don't know, he has these ranged autos that also hit AoE effects, which are really fun. They scale with intelligence, obviously, if he's a support type god, guardian. His passive is Nature's Bounty. When you hit abilities, a seed pod appears. If you hit up, you restore mana, which is quite a big deal considering, you know, Sylvanus has a big mana issue. I got stunned there. That's his one. His one is a root. You throw like a seed pod, it's called Verdant Growth. You throw a seed pod on the floor, it deals magical damage. Oh, okay. Forewarning, I am not very good with Sylvanus's free. Here's the seed pod. If you collect it, it gives you some mana, I believe. Should stop last hitting those. Yeah, your one roots if it lands, and if you don't hit it, like here, it grows a little plant. After the plant grows, it will give you increased MP5, or so as you see in the bottom, it goes from 3 seconds to 7 seconds. Your two is called Wisps. It's an AoE attack that heals. Also, those seeds, they get one shot, so looking like this guy wants to ult. Not sure where that guy's grapple went. But yeah, I'm very bad with landing the grapple, so bear with me. Your two is your Wisps. It does a AoE effect. I'll show you in a second. In this aura, if it hits allies, it heals. If it hits enemies, it does tick damage. Very similar to like Aphrodite in a way. The first Wisp tick deals double the amount, just so... Damn, he beat me to it. we both had the same idea there, but no, that's fine. Yeah, it does tick damage over time. Your allies gain protection as well while they're being healed, which is nice. Another thing is Wilted Flowers from your passive, I think it is, or the one, whatever one it is. They can be revived using
Huh?
Oh my god, I was like stunned for a year. He can hit me, hopefully Ra can save me. She can.
Huh?
Dude, that doesn't feel right. Hang on. What is going on? Okay, I used to play Sylvanus a little bit in Smite 1, but I'm really having trouble. Obviously, I can't pick up those seeds because they're the enemies. But yeah, you kind of always want a one in the back, so you, when you're like carrying, you can get mana. Yeah. My grab is not grabbing people. Is that a bug? Anyway, we'll carry on with the patch notes. Anyway, 3 is your Nature's Grasp. I was trying to get off so I can actually show you, but it's quite a difficult one because it's slow moving. There you go. So it's a slow moving projectile, kind of similar to Ra in a way, with his like 1 and stuff. I'd probably argue a bit slower. It needs a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like lead on it, so you actually can land it. I think Regrowth Stride is going to go crazy on this build. But when you grab someone, it brings them towards you, kind of like Mulan's arrow, but you don't go towards them, they just come towards you. And apparently, if you're below 40% HP, you consume the aura around you, like one of these auras. in order to get your 2 back. With your, there you go. That's the grab. As you can see, you need quite a large lead on it. Let me ult. The ult right there is called care for Medusa. Dear Lord, this is not going very well, is it, guys? And finally, your ult is called Wrath of Terror. You slam the floor around you, slam the floor around you. It knocks up enemy and deals magical damage over time as well. And you can grab pods. Is it? Well, now I'm confused. Here's a wilted flower. I'm not sure if it's mine or not, but it's probably not mine by the looks of it. Gosh, I'm so confused. Anyway, that's it for Sylvanus. I'll throw it over to patch notes and I'll carry on yapping about this game, so just in case we come back. Fellas, welcome to the patch notes part. To start with, we have the aspect of Grover's Wrath for Sylvanus, which is coming on November 7th. This gives him a plus 15% damage to his autos, and targets debuffed by Sylvanus. His Wisp's heal, protections and ultimate knockup is reduced by 40%. His Nature's Grasp, which is his free, deals damage slowly while granting Sylvanus haste. You gain Anger, which is plus attack speed buff. When Verdant Growth for an ally dies, you get 1, plus 2 on ultimate cast, and at 4 stacks you become Enraged, which is you get plus attack speed and a free Wisps or Nature's Grasp, which is your 2 or your 3. There's been some nice quality of life improvements. You can see on the screen now, the main thing is the conquest lighting and rocks have been improved to make them look a bit nicer, more modern. So that's cool. We'll kind of try to take a look at those at some point. New Pantheon quests have been added. You can now earn badges by completing Pantheon quests, which hopefully will be like Smite 1, which is just play 5 of a select Pantheon. We'll see how that turns out. A cool thing about the map is now you can see your ward timers. You can see when wards are about to run out. It says wards you placed, so hopefully we'll get something for your teammates. But either way, lovely change just to add a bit more to the map. Small change to jungle practice. They've added an item stack option if you're into that and want to test stuff. Cool. Amaterasu has had a shift. Her passive, her Illuminating Strike, can now be triggered by 3 basic attacks. Her 1 has had decreased attack speed and decreased strength, which is the form change, I believe. Heavenly Reflection, which is her 2, has increased base damage and increased scaling by the looks of it, and increased maximum damage from 140/420 to 160/480. Your Dazzling Offense, which is your ult that swings 3 times and stuns on the last hit, has increased base damage, and the second hit has increased hit damage, and so does the third. It also has increased intelligence scaling, which is nice. Aphrodite has had a nice buff. Her 2 has had a flat increase to the base damage as well as increased scaling. She has increased bonus damage scaling and increased damage scaling with intelligence, and her soulmate scaling is increased by 10% as well. Her Lovebirds, her 3, has an increased heal per tick and increased ally heal scaling by 0.5% for intelligence by the looks of it. This is really cool because Afro, much as she's great, she doesn't feel like the heal bot she used to be because of the changes to healing. So hopefully this makes her better, stronger as well with her 2, and just gives her that little buff to keep her in the game. Shaka's had a buff. He's passive Overflow. You increase the heal amount per level from 0 to 1. His Rain Dance, he's free, now grants a stack of Overflow, and his Aspect free does not generate Overflow, which is because it does damage rather than heal. Up next we have a set. She's been nerfed. Her 3 has a decreased slow. It no longer scales by 2.5%. It's instead of flat 20. Hecate has had a fix. Her 2 no longer fires when enemy gods use toggle stances. Didn't know that was a bug, but I can assure you that would be annoying. Mulan has had a nerf. Her ult no longer increases protections while firing. Mercury has had a nerf next. His fastest god alive, he's passive, has had decreased bonus attack damage, and his ult Sonic Boom has a decreased maximum bonus speed. Up next we have Nuwa. Her clay soldiers have had increased damage for 5% to 7.5% intelligence, and she's increased the strength of her earth penetration, which I believe is when the shining metal hits it. has increased by 2 and scales up by 3. Her Shining Metal, which is her 3, has had an increased base damage by, it scales by 15 now rather than 10, and increased her damage scaling by 10%. I think this is nice to compensate for the changes made to her ult. Osiris has had a nerf to his aspect of the Fragmented. His passive has decreased damage mitigation and his Sickle Strike's protection is down by 10%. Sobek up next has had a buff to his passive, the Blessing of Denial. It's increased the protection stack from 2 to 3 and the stack per level by 0.1. Scylla has had a change. She's had some tooltip spacing issues, and her aspect of the Devourer, the Sentinel, has increased damage scaling from 5% per max mana and no longer reduces its own cooldown. And I'm a Monster, which is the ult, has decreased bonus damage by, looks like instead of 2 scaling, it's 1% scaling and down by 1 base. 4 has had a buff. He's 2, his Tectonic Rift has increased strength scaling from 20% to 30% and the aspect remains unchanged. And Berserker's Barrage, which is his spinny 3, increased the spin strength scaling by 5% and the aspect remains unchanged. Tsukiyomi up next. His aspect of the Mangetsu has the Piercing Moonlight, which is his ult. He has increased explosion base damage by 25 damage and increased explosion intelligence scaling by 15%. I think this will make his ult slightly more interesting in this aspect. I don't really see anyone run the aspect, so hopefully it brings some new users. And finally, a god that everyone's been waiting for to be nerfed is Shibalanke. He's 2, has had another major nerf, and this one is quite a big one. We have 5% strength scaling, 5% intelligence scaling, 2.5 tick strength scaling, and 5% tick intelligence scaling. Hopefully this will reduce the complaints. About time, a lot of people are saying, and sure, I'm content either way. I still think his autos are very good, and hopefully making him more ADC than like this jank Poison Dart god is a lot better. And finally on this update we've got some item balances. Chandra's Grace has a change to regen. They quoted, "Our intent is for the regen to be as impactful but lower the amount of total cooldown reductions granted." So it increases the health and mana regen from 15 to 20, but decrease the buff duration. Daybreak Gavel has had a buff. It's had decreased cost, increased strength, and increased intelligence by 5 each. Dagger of Frenzy has had a buff, increased on-use attack damage per level from 3 to 4. A lot of people are nervous about this change, and rightfully so. Dagger of Frenzy is already meta, making it giving it a buff will make it even more meta, so we're probably going to see a lot more Dagger of Frenzies on ADCs across the board. Eye of the Erebus has had a buff. It has increased health from 200 to 250, increase in Watchful Eye duration from 30 seconds to 40 seconds. Leviathan's Hide has had a buff. It now also reduces attack damage power as well as strength. Screeching Gargoyles had a buff. It has increased cooldown rate from 15 to 10. Shield Splitter has also had a buff as it increased range and increased physical protection. Stone of Binding has had a shift. From the Titan Talks, I believe, Stone of Binding felt awkward compared to its Smite 1 counterpart, being so cheap, but being combined with an item protection threshold to be effective made it feel awkward to build. We are increasing the cost to be able to provide more stats, make it feel better in a complete build. Additionally, we are removing the item protection threshold, and instead focusing the gameplay towards gods that can consistently disrupt and crowd control their opponents, by making each stack more impactful, straightforward, and rewarding players who can apply multiple crowd control effects over the length of a fight. So that means we have an increased cost by 300, increased physical protections by 10, increased magical protections by 5, decreased stack count from 4 to 3, increased protection reduction from 5 to 7, removed item protection threshold, increased the stack duration from 4 seconds to 6 seconds, and stacks now fade off one at a time rather than all at once. And finally, the execution has had a decreased cost by 100 gold. And that is all for the patch notes. Minor update, but Sylvanus is the highlight. I let myself do the skins or whatever comes next. Alright, now for the skins. First up, we have the Dark Lord Sun Wukong. This is a classic skin from Smite 1, but it also has some prisms available, which we have the obsidian skin, which I think is my favourite. Kind of looks like a stormtrooper. A void spawn skin, which makes him purple and red, and a frostbane skin, which makes him like a metallic-y steel type with a nice deep blue for the colours. You also get a cool Godslayer jump stamp and Dark Lord title. Another traveller, the Sacred Arrow Rammer skin. Classic skin is a classic skin from Smite 1. Here's the original. It comes with 3 prisms this time. That is the Cursed Wraith, which makes it ghostly and spectral. The Starbound skin, which makes it like the Star Galaxy type style. And lastly, the Infernal Menace skin, which just makes it black and red. Kind of crazy skin, to be honest. I didn't notice that's how it looked in game. You get this cool jump stamp called Heaven Shower, which is just like arrows falling from the sky, and the Sacred Arrow badge, which looks like this. A new traveller for the Soul Piercer Achilles. This is the Soul Piercer Achilles. It's a classic skin. If you already owned any of the prisms, you instantly unlock this. Unfortunately for me, I didn't. But here's the Soul Piercer Achilles skin. It comes with 3 prisms. The Veil Strider, which makes it like purple demon. We have the Frigid Warden, which makes it like an ice giant. And finally the Golden Wrath, which makes it kind of hellish and stuff, which is really cool. You also get a Flowers Received tracker for Achilles, and the Soul Piercer title. I believe that's all for skins, so I'll send it back to gameplay. Can't just kill my double DPS instantly, although he's certainly making a damn effort for it. Oh, I missed. Damn. This is going to be a tough hold. Doable, but tough. Dude, something just does not feel right about this grapple, and I can't tell you what it is. I'm not sure if there's, like, obviously that was my mistake. But, like, yeah, something just ain't right. It's like there, I don't know why he's not getting grappled. I can just... Oh, that's his ult, so... I meant to say incoming, but yeah, he missed it, so... Oh. Dude, I keep doing that. I need to do this. It's just crazy, I don't... Alright guys, I'm gonna have to jump in with post commentary because I was losing my damn marbles watching this game back. I was a bit tilted that the 3 wasn't working, so that's kind of my fault. But like, you know, it happens. It turns out it was a bug. I'm sure I put a caption earlier in the video. And sorry I'm a bit sporadic with my intro. I was a bit nervous I wasn't gonna get another Sylvanus game, so I just wanted to get this one going. He's a lot of fun actually, he really is. I just love his skill shot of a 3. It's so good but also so punishing if you miss it, so it's quite nice in that respect. I'm just about to get my ass handed to me by these 3. I find in Joust he's quite good if you build like those aura builds on him, but he is great, he's good fun. There I go. Goodbye world. Oh, unlucky catch from the Mordred down. No, our team just couldn't handle this Mordred 4 combo this game. It was quite unfortunate actually, because They just had a good team combo and we weren't countering it. I'm not sure what I'm looking at in the shop. I think I realised that I needed double fizz and I didn't know what to get. I'm not sure if you ever get like that. Oh, unlucky autos from Medusa, and she backs out early, which is the problem. That sustain it, that Sylvanus sustain is just like so crazy, because I feel like I wasn't sustaining that much, but oh well. I've had some really good games since this one. This one was just a bit of a disaster. And unlucky Medusa left Ra there in the jungle. So it is what it is. But no, this Sylvanus is great. It's a bit of a slower update, which is nice. Nice pacing change, I guess you could say. But yeah, I really do enjoy Sylvanus. He's such a good guardian. I'm glad he's here. There's Medusa spamming retreat while being absolutely no help to me, as I'm getting 3v1s. And now she's been caught in the ult. Ra luckily came in with the save there, which was nice. And then the 4 ult landed on me. But yeah, it's I do quite like this update. Nothing game changing, absolutely nothing game changing. But Sylvanus is still a great god to have back. And his model feels really clean as well, a lot nicer. And that is game, unfortunately, as all 3 of us get decided. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the update. I hope you're enjoying our favourite big tree man in the game. And yeah, I'll get the stats up in a second, and we can call it curtains. There we are. As you see, I did quite a lot there, 25k. Not too shabby. But yeah, really try out him in other roles other than support as well. Like jungle and mids have been popping off. But yeah, enjoy OB22 guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.